Hello, good afternoon, everybody. I hope you're doing well. Just trying to get myself settled into this new office space here that we've been in, showed yesterday. In case you weren't here yesterday and didn't see it, I'm in a different room at my father-in-law's house. Basically, while there's some work being done, people are drilling in my house, so it's impossible to get any recording done or anything like that. So here we are indeed. So yeah, it's I guess like the following day after the first full playthrough of the marathon alpha, which is certainly interesting. Maybe think about a lot of stuff. The thing is, like, I never want to just be one way on these games when we first see them. I don't want to just be like, oh, it's bad, or oh, it's great, or whatever. Right? We try to take like a nuanced opinion and take, and to see whether, because the thing is, I really want that game to be good. I genuinely really want that game to be good. It's what I've been thinking about a lot. Last night, as I was just like finishing stuff up, and today, while I've just been like, this morning, just trying to think about, because I kind of want to make a video about marathon, but I'm just trying to think about exactly how to do it. I'm trying to figure out exactly what I want to say about it. It's not necessarily that straightforward what I want to talk about, which makes it slightly complicated. So I'm still figuring that out, but we'll see. It'll be all right. What's the best way to level Balti, in your opinion? I mean, for me, I really think that it's just going into arena and playing there. Actually, I don't know what the kit is now because they've changed some of the kits. So I was playing XMC before. That's how I did it previously. I played XMC and literally just used that in arena for like an hour and a bit, and that got me from, I can't remember what I was at. Maybe it was at 2 or 3 or something, and that got me to 4. And then I paid for mentor, whichever one it is, to get you to 7. I didn't bother doing any of the others because technically for Psycho Sniper stuff you need to get to 10, but that means you kind of need to do like Tarkov Shooter Pod 8 or Shooter Born in Heaven, so you don't need to do it that way through the leveling method. It's not actually necessary. Buying on Herd is the easiest way to level Balti in arena. Well, that only gets you to 3 though. You still have to get up to the next level. You need to get like 40 points or something. I guess it is still a lot easier. Stranger Davies, thank you for the Prime. Welcome. Yeah, so today's like, it's going to be a bit random. I was thinking, well, before we knew about Marathon and the Alpha and about the NDA and all of this various gubbins, I was going to be like doing some other stuff. But what I do actually have still to do, actually, let's just check the traders first. So we got Vogue. Like, I feel like I'm not doing anything particularly in actual EFT right now. Not particularly, which is one of the reasons why I was going to start doing something different. I was going to either like do something like a hardcore run or something along those lines. But given that marathon and everything else appeared, there's like other stuff to do. So don't feel like I'm going to do that like right today. Maybe we do it soon. I'm thinking about too much other stuff I think right now to just engage in like a hardcore run. Which I don't want to do that, do I really? Do I want to make aramids? I'm not even sure. But yeah, I mean, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, also, I think I fixed my audio thing. I think there was like a very small audio setup problem that I had, and now it seems to be okay again. Right, so what I've got to do, I've actually got to finish off this mechanic task to go and get Lightkeeper. I think I've actually just got to go there. It is this one, getting acquainted. We've just got to visit the Lighthouse building. So we're going to go to Lighthouse. We're going to see if we can just get in there and do what we need to do. And kick those out because we're not playing Labyrinth anymore. Has anyone known what's actually happened to Labyrinth because the event finished? Oh no, they extended it, didn't they? Yeah, they extended it. I'm not sure when until. Was it until this morning or something? I've been so distracted recently. It's I've not really been keeping up, especially at the point where I kind of gave up with marathon doing it on solo. I didn't want to 5-man it either, so I kind of lost interest. It's done now. Yeah, because I saw the stats come out this morning. I don't think they told us anything, really. Oh, I should have done 2 of those, but never mind. If we're going Lighthouse, then I guess we probably want to bring M61 with us, I think. And I'll do it in this one. I'm doing that one there. Yeah, I've not been paying as much attention as I would normally. You know what, I'm actually really not comfortable in this seat here. I've got some like matting down, so I don't like ruin the floor, but I feel like I need to sit up here. I'm not as comfortable as I usually am in my own space. on my like regular desk chair. I don't know why. I feel like I need to be in this kneeling chair. Appreciate the YouTube vids. Definitely helped me learn this game. Thanks, McFluffin. I'm glad it's been helpful. Glad it has been helpful. This game is a right one at times. No, I don't know. I do think it's a real shame that no one else has come up with any other good like proper extraction shooters that are of this type. Like I do actually like Hunt Showdown. I played Hunt Showdown a little bit relatively recently, and that was actually partly because of like a sponsor request that I had with them. But I did really enjoy it. I was like thinking of playing Hunt for ages, but I kind of like held off because I knew that they, well, at one point they were coming to, you know, sponsor the channel, and I was like, well, I guess I'll just wait until they come and ask. But I probably should have just played it before. Actually, it made it harder that I didn't. So in hindsight, that was a bit silly. I was like, I kind of wanted to keep my experience, you know, like fresh, like new player experience. But yeah, as I said, in hindsight, I think it probably would have been better if I'd just like not bothered and actually just played it before. But I ended up playing it with some IRL friends afterwards, anyway, irrespective of the, you know, the streams and whatever. And it's good. It's actually a good game, but it's very different to EFT, obviously. Right. We're going to take just a couple of nades or something. We've got Red Rebel and we've got Paracord so we can get out. I don't need a green flare, but we'll take it with us. Just I forget to put it back on otherwise. Half Fleet Rarity made the cards available from 2 barters only. I mean, I guess that's alright. Let me push this in a little bit. This alright? Or what's this got? Okay, that's fine. So we've just got to get up to the Lightkeeper Island. So let's go and what's the key called up on Lightkeeper Island? Is it called, Mark? Is it this one? Shared bedroom. I feel like it's one of these. Cool concept, tough as a solo. What, the labyrinth? I think it's this one. Let me just triple check. Shared bedroom. Must be this, right? Yeah, it is this one. Shared bedroom door, wanted house. I think it's on the right when you go in. That's the gate. You go in, it goes in. You go in there. You go upstairs. It's in this room. Yeah, must be. I can't imagine many people are going in there, so we'll take it with us just in case. Right, let's see. Lighthouse, my favorite map. Hopefully this is the last time. That's the right key. Cool. Thanks. Sushi. Ayo! Sorry if I missed it somewhere, but I have a really hard time figuring out how plates actually work in the current patch. Do plates only ever cover thorax? Does it vary on plate size? I keep having people ask me about armor. That's really the video I should do next. I really should do that. I keep saying I'm going to, and then I keep not doing it. And I should really do... Oh dear. Escape from Unity error. Oh dear. That's not ideal, is it? Oh. Well, I think we're balked, so I think we probably should just alter for this guy. Oh. Once you get the Unity error, you're cooked basically. There's no point. I've tried to wait before, but there's no point. All right, let's do it. Here we go. Yes, I really should do something about armor. I mean, it's quite simple now. So all the plates are the same size, no matter what armor it is. So that does make it a lot simpler. But I should do something about accessibility and performance and whatever. Because people keep asking me, and I don't have all the details to hand. To be honest, it doesn't matter that much now. Like the long and the short of it is that you can really just wear anything. You just wear the class 5 and it's fine. Doesn't really matter. Afternoon, you know. How's a temporary play? Say on it. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Obviously, I'd rather be in my own space, but you know, it's all right. It's better than having drills and stuff in the background, so it's okay. It's kind of annoying not being in my own house. Will the front plate ever cover stomach, or is it only ever soft armor? It can. So stomach now. There's two parts for stomach, right? So this stomach hitbox has got. So you've got. There's 4 boxes for for thorax. Front, back, left, right. You've got 4 boxes for stomach. Front, back, left, and right. And then you've got 2 lower hit boxes, which is groin and buttocks, which you can see if you go on here. Does Umbrella give full coverage, actually? I don't know if it gives buttocks, actually. You want something like the T5, I think. Oh, yeah, you can't do it with 2, though. Reduce. I think this gives everything. I think. Does that give buttocks? Yes. Although I'm not sure if this gives back of the neck. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, so like on this list, you'll never see the sides of the thorax. So you'll see stomach and thorax, which is that and this. Lower back, which is stomach. Upper back, which is thorax. Left side, which is stomach. Right side, which is stomach. You'll never get like left and right thorax, because that's not coverable by soft armor, which is what this is. Throat, which is front. There's neck, which is back of neck, but it's actually not on this armor. It's only on things like the Gem 4. Left shoulder, right shoulder, groin and buttocks, which is also stomach. And then you've got front plate, which is obvious. Back plate, which is obvious. Left and right plates, which are obvious. And they're their own hitboxes that are separate from the body. So the front plate can cover some of the stomach, because the front plate goes down to here, but the thorax is only to like there. So the front plate hitbox will cover both to an extent. So the front plate hitbox is like big like this. So if you get shot here, you'll get shot in the stomach without armor, or you'll go through, you know, groin armor if you've got that on. If you shoot here, it'll hit the front plate and it'll still be protecting the stomach. If you hit up here, then it'll be front plate and protecting the thorax. So the plates are separate from the soft armor, if that makes sense. Is there really a need for all the hitboxes? Not really. What I said back in the day, right, because we've gone full circle from the old system where armor just had a number and that was it. And the problem with that was that over on there's certain armors which, I mean, it didn't matter that much, but there were certain armors, for example, where is it gone? Here it is. So like these ones, for example, right, with the arms. What would happen is you get shot in the arm and it would reduce the durability of the armor from, I don't know, like 90 to 70 or something. Now it means if you get shot in the thorax, your armor is at 70 out of 90. So it was actually bad to have armor. You'd rather have your arm get blacked, but your armor still be intact, than get shot in the arm, and it reduced durability because it sucked. So back in the day, like I proposed basically, well, can you just split the arms and the rest of it off? Like maybe have an arm bit, a thorax bit, and a stomach bit. I mean, front plate and back plate kind of deals with that, I guess. But they went all the way to like fully realistic armor hitboxes, and then it kind of made the gameplay not really work that well because it increased. The thing is, it's really complicated, right? And anytime we talk about any new games as well, this question always comes up as well about skill versus like variance, variability. You know, how much various things matter in a game, and for Tarkov at least, you want to have some variance, but you also don't have too much. This is the thing. You want a new player or an inexperienced player or a player with bad gear, you want them to be able to have the chance to kill a Chad. But you want the Chad to be able to kill them most of the time because the gear's better or their skill's better or whatever. And so the issue is back in the day, the old system with, you know, full Reese T, slick armor, whatever, that covered everything, you just didn't stand a chance. You really didn't. I mean, there was leg armor, so there was still not leg armor. There was no leg armor, so there was still leg matter. So that was your balancing mechanic, but you couldn't hit them in the face. You know, the armor you could shoot them a million times with any bullet, any low level bullet from level 1 or 2 traders, and you're never going to get through. So that made it kind of too imbalanced one way. So BSG changed it, so there was holes all over the place. It was exactly as it looked, and it meant that it pretty much rendered all of the endgame ammo and all of the endgame armor worthless, because the TTK devolved into how, like, people you're not accurate enough with the way that Tarkov's recoil works and stuff. It's a bit better now, but you're not accurate enough to be able to pinpoint the gaps in the armor most of the time, and so it ends up just being a random roll. Like it's a mechanically random roll. Like you could, you know, it's not a dice roll in the code, but if you roll the dice in real life, right, that's also not random, right? You're sending it with a certain force and blah blah blah. But it's like it's if you roll it fast enough, it's incalculable, so it may as well be random. So it's the same kind of thing. If somebody just sprays at you, it's kind of like whoever hits the weak spots first ends up winning. And a lot of the people who were running the high-end armor were like, well, when I die, I get shot by crappy ammo, SOST or whatever from an M4 in a weak spot, and the armor is not even damaged. Like, you used to find this, if you did get an armor back, it would just be almost untouched. Like, none of the armor's got damage really, because you just died to 2 shots to the chest. It'd be like one on the side, one on the armor that gets absorbed, and then one on the side again, and you're dead. And that's it. Or 2 on the front, and then 2 on the side, and then you're dead. And it was just like, the TTK was so fast. It was good for newer and inexperienced players. It was good for players who are more ambush orientated, but it left like no time to respond. So if you got caught, that was it. You were just dead. There was no response. And going one way or the other in this game is not going to work. You know, if they increase the TTK to, and the reason why I'm thinking about a lot of this right now, right, is because of this marathon game that a lot of people are playing. That's got TTK a bit like the cycle, a bit like Apex Legends, right? Really, really high, which means you can have the drop on somebody, you can start shooting at them, and then they've got shields and stuff, so they can just turn around and then kill you. And that's what Tarkov was kind of like before. I think where we're at now is probably a good middle ground. The system's probably overcomplicated now based on where we could have had it, but it's, you know, it's fine. I think it serves a purpose. I think we've kind of got there. We've made our way there, but I think we've kind of got there. So I think we're in an okay space. Thinking about upload speed. Yeah, my upload speed here is 70, so it's actually not that bad. I can stream just fine and upload videos just fine. It's okay. It's all right. I'm under the impression now soft armor is basically useless. As everyone's good ammo, the huge heavy armor is worse than light star rigs. Yes and no. Class 3 is still worth it. The big armors are useless. Yes, you're right. There's a Brallo, the Redoute T5, the Gen 4 full, and the Thor big one, integrated I think it's called. Those are just completely useless because of all the debuffs on them, and they only have class 3 soft armor. You can get class 3 soft armor from a Thor concealable, from a defender, from an ANAM2. Like, yeah, you don't necessarily get neck, but neck goes into the thorax anyway. Like, class 3 is good, because if it's behind the class 5 plate, it protects you against things from 44 to 47 pen because of the kind of waterfall effect. If you get shot with, like, I don't know, M993 through pretty much anything, because it just punches straight through, it doesn't lose any damage or pen, and then it just punches straight through the class 3 behind. It doesn't lose anything on the way through the plate. The thing about the 44 to 47 pen rounds, like M855A1, 762 BP, you know, the spear ammo, not M61, which is why I don't like M61 particularly in its current format. I think it's the biggest problem. But yeah, all these like 44 to 47 pen rounds, they actually lose quite a lot of damage and pen through the class 5 plate in the first place. And they lose enough that when they hit the class 3 plate, that can also do something too. So, just been running the current. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Like, it doesn't matter that much. It doesn't matter that much. What's with the background? Are you in a nursing home? Did Tarkov finally drive you to insanity? Basically. No, I'm having to stay with some family at the moment because we've got some work going on in our place, and it would literally, all you would hear on the microphone is just drilling. You just hear drilling. Because basically, we've got a conservatory coming down. It's just unusable. It's too hot in summer, it's too cold in the winter. So we're removing that. We're actually adding a real room instead, basically. But it's, yeah, there's a lot of stuff we got to do. So I need to move out for a bit. Health mod on Tarkov is not realistic enough to support realistic plates. Correct. Where to find the decent ammo? I just started playing for this weapon getting destroyed. Why is that not working? Oh, it's because I've got 2. Okay, well, we'll do that manually for now. Lest I get shot in the face. Oh yeah, this is this one, isn't it? Ah, dear me. What a horrible spawn point. Well, we'll just try to chill out for a bit. See what's happening. Ow! I was on the rock, you bloody thing. Apparently not enough. You could normally walk over there. Yeah, give the big boy armors level 4 soft. I agree. Am I hurt anywhere else? No, thank God for that. You traveling? Sort of. I'm going to be here for a while. Let's see what's going on. No. Not allowed it there either. I hate Tarkov's invisible walls. They're annoying. Someone over there? I mean, that's a real... That's a rogue. Guess they were shooting scavs, I suppose? I imagine. Do you have a link to Kappa questline? I never know which quests are required for Kappa. I use Tarkov Companion, and it shows you which quest you need. I am at my father-in-law's at the moment, because there's a lot of building work going on at mine. Hey, I have a question as a beginner. What is the best pacing for playing Tarkov? One can play very slowly, but you can also play fast and rush quests. I have no clue on how to improve. Feel like I rat too much. Some exposure therapy and playing fast when we get me to a better place. I think it depends on what you're doing. Like right now, so I've got to get to the Lightkeeper Island. So I'm heavily incentivized to play really slow here, just because, you know, I don't want to just like fight my way through a billion people. So I'm just going to let the map like move around a bit and we'll just chat for a minute. And then we'll figure it out. I think I have an outdated one. I mean, you can just go on the wiki. No, the best, like, the wiki is going to be up to date. I guess, does it tell you all the quests? Possibly not, actually. No. Let's chill out, boom. Yeah, exactly. I think you said in a recent video, front plate covers armpits now, too. Did I get that right? Only if it is of this form. So... this one actually is not like that, unfortunately, because this one has thorax and stomach. So if you see chest and back armor, but you don't see thorax and stomach, so this is the case for like the AACPC, for example, or there's a very limited number. I think this other Stitch Trophy one vest. I think the other vest is like this. Those ones, they have a front plate. So okay, so the front plate always goes into the armpits, always on every armor. But these ones have the soft armor that, well, those ones I'm talking about have the soft armor that follow the front plate. This one doesn't. So they all have front plate under the armpit, but some of them have soft under there as well. Because if it doesn't appear here, then this follows this. It's a bit confusing. Genuine question: does your father not understand what you do for a living? Sort of. I would say. Enough to understand, you know, roughly what's going on. He thinks it's all very clever, but just finished the show Barry, instant 9 out of 10. I've never even heard of it. What's it about? Where'd you even see it? It does feel quite dark in this on my screen versus I've got a very like bright window here. I was thinking actually that I should be facing this way, but I'm sort of regretting it now. Whoa. See, the issue is with Lighthouse is that there's not really a very good way to get to the Lightkeeper if you start up here. Because you either have to battle through all of, you know, the various chalets. Or you have to go the other way. Did no one actually kill these guys? This was weird. strange that no one's on that yet. There's a problem with Ghost of Part 25. It's unpublished on YouTube. It's unlisted. You can still access it. It's unlisted. If plate carrier doesn't list stomach, then the soft side armor covers up the armpit too. But plates always do. Yeah, plates always do. It is a really messy system. Yeah, plates always do. But if it doesn't list thorax or back, I mean, it probably, yes, stomach will do as well, because basically the soft armor normally covers thorax and stomach at least. I don't think there are any that just cover thorax. So if thorax and stomach are missing, it means that the soft armor follows the front plate hitbox, which is now a big square and a strip that goes under the arms. I did have a good graphic. I keep losing it. I did have a good graphic for that at one point to showcase exactly like where it goes, but I can't. I keep losing it. I can't find it anymore. Who's he shooting at? Probably not someone that close. Probably someone across the river. Or something like that, I would guess. Yeah, see, the thing is, yeah, I'm just wondering, like, where's best way to go. Like, we could either go through the chalets area. Okay, that's somebody kind of straight ahead. Don't really want to go that way. Let's like dive down into here. I chose bear rogues not as bad as they were 6 months ago. Choose out the first couple from 400 meters across chalet. Yeah, there's a spot actually that I'm not aware of up there somewhere. Hug the mountainside. Well, the big one over here. I mean, I could. I was considering it. So I think it's a bit easier than going through chalets. Could still be sniper people there though. Story's not that special. Acting, especially the harder, was 10 out of 10. Yeah, I did a trial game this morning of solo marathon, by the way. And it's pretty tough. Not gonna lie, it's pretty tough. There was someone right there. Damn, he moved quick. Where'd he go? Presumably in this little building. Oh. Hard to know exactly what this guy's up to. Should be pre-pained, really. That's what I should have brought. I should have brought a bottle of water. I remember now. We do video about marathon? I want to. But I'm just not sure exactly how I'm going to do it yet, or what I'm exactly going to talk about. I don't want it just to be a review. I want it to be something more interesting, you know? Like, it's going to be a review ultimately, but I want it to answer a question that maybe people haven't thought of yet. I'm just trying to put together, yeah, I'm just trying to like figure out like kind of what is my actual take on this. You know, I feel conflicted in many ways about this game. There's the whole concept of it's a hardcore format, but they're trying to make it for a casual audience, and that usually ends up not working. Then there's also the issue of the lore. You know, it's like a lore and storytelling type sort of format almost, it seems. Except the game doesn't really lean into that itself. Which is a bit odd. I wonder where this guy is. He might have moved on. Just wait here for a sec. Yeah, so it just seems a bit conflicted. Who's it for, exactly? I actually genuinely think console people are going to like Marathon. I played about 10 rated solo Marathon yesterday. I don't know why they bother trying to say it's possible to do solo. It's not. I think the issue that I have with it is that to make it balanced for squads, I don't know, like why is it possible to do it in solo EFT? Even just the PvE, right? It's like this guy's still here, I think. Oh. This guy's getting nailed by AI. Oh. Doesn't really matter. I don't really care. Time on anyway, 25 minutes. Yeah, no, I don't know. It's just a bit of a weird game now. So playing it I got distracted then by that guy. So playing it solo is interesting because obviously the PvP part is really hard, playing 1 against 3. That's like really tough. But you also have the issue of the E part, right? The PvE. That's also really quite difficult when you're on your own, because if you make a small mistake, there's no res. So that's really annoying. And then especially with the starter gear, which is not necessarily a problem, but like with the starter gear, no one's even opened Marion. With the starter gear, it's really hard to actually take out the bots. Oh no, someone did. They just closed it again. Tricksy customers. So that's the issue. It's very hard to actually take the bots out, even with the starter gear. Like anything other, the basic bots are okay. Like the very, very basic UESC robot, like guard, whatever, they're fine. But as soon as you encounter a dude with a shield, maybe there's a strategy that I'm just missing, but that becomes really, really quite challenging with like the white starter gear. Surviving both knockdowns and actual death really does screw over a lot of solos. I kind of don't mind the actual death so much because Well, the thing is, it does screw you over. It does screw you over, yeah, because you can't just like pick off one and then pull a huge flank and then like loop round. Like you're not making any incremental progression when you knock down a player. Because as soon as you leave them, there's going to be 3 people, right? So if you knock down one, and say you even take them out fully, you can't then just like disappear. You know, at that point, one person can be kind of engaging / covering, and the other person could be getting them up. Yeah, you're always guaranteed to run into a 3-man no matter how long the game lasts. That is a very good point. I hadn't really thought about that. But yeah, implicitly, I kind of know that to be true. Yeah, so you're always against the 3. It is basic emphasis on stealth and ambushes, quicker TTK, lack of friendly ID. Yeah, exactly. Now, I think that the lack of stealth actually is a bit of a missed opportunity. I've been trying to play it. I was trying to understand or figure out at least like which runner would be the best for playing solo, because I was playing a lot of the basic one, Void or whatever it's called. Not Void, the guy with the shield. I was playing a lot of him at the beginning, and I think he is probably like there's probably ways to make him work well, but you know, playing solo I don't think is necessarily a good idea. So I started playing, yeah, I think he's called Void, the one with the invis. Started playing him, which I think is probably a better move, because yeah, you can just like, if things get really hairy, you can just go invis and disappear. For Revive or something like PUBG, it can be denied, can't be done on the spot. I'm not even sure how it works in PUBG because I haven't played that game for such a long time. You know, maybe I'll come down actually. I'd like to know what ref level 4 sells. Yeah, yeah, they just added a few extra bits. There's not like loads of extra stuff. But yeah, he sells M61 and like some other quite good ammos, you know. I think he sells P90 ammo now, SS190, level 4. A few other things. So he does sell quite a lot of stuff, but yeah, like I just feel like you can't really stealth your way through Marathon. I did sort of try. Because you can stealth your way through a lot of EFT, right? There's suppressors on pistols. You can just take a cheapy suppressed pistol or something and go in like super quiet and really sneaky. I don't feel like that's necessarily doable in Marathon. I did give it a go. It sort of works, but you have to, at some point, you kind of have to take out the bots, which is not necessarily a problem. But like in Tarkov, you know, you can kind of like sneak up on them, use your positioning or whatever to your advantage, and then like just head tap them. But that's not really doable in Marathon because they take so long to kill. So when you're on your own, you're like really outgunned. Always seems like you're playing Lighthouse. It's because all of the endgamey stuff is all revolved around it. We sort of been dealing with permatrios for 4 years in Hunt. Can you pick can you pick solo in Hunt though? You can pick you don't have to just play against trios, right? Can you play against duos in Hunt as well? Hey Jay, what's going on? We might try a little bit solo in a bit. I'm gonna get my stamina back in here for a second. Cuckoo. Is this one not open? I just want that one opened. A bullet to the face is a great equalizer in EFT. Yeah, Marathon doesn't have that exactly. Do you the YouTuber Drifter? No, I don't know. The AI is so damn tanky. And that reminds me of COD DMZ, which I actually thought was an issue with DMZ. The DLDSR video might be the best video you've ever made, truly. Hey, it's Mambo. It does look like a container, doesn't it? It indeed is not one. Is there anything else in it? There's a duffel. The duffel of risk. Should be okay at this point. I'm like running out of water. Might be one of those raids. I forgot to bring a bottle of water. Might be one of those raids where you have to pop the SJ12. Let's see. Is Bucket floating in the toilet outside again? What do you mean? Minimum duos? So is Marathon worth playing over EFT? In its current formulation, I don't really see much reason to play it, personally. I've only played like 5 hours though, so I feel like it's unfair to be so critical of it so early, and it's an alpha too, so you know they've got to do stuff. But it's the broader overarching meta of what are we actually doing, why are we doing it, that makes extraction shooters interesting. And that's like, that can't really be fixed very easily, you know? Oh, this is tech supply crate, unfortunately. SJ12, what's that one for? It is for giving you food and energy when you run out. Food and water, sorry. Next to the house you've been moments ago, there's a wooden toilet. There's a body of scav that only spawns there sometimes. Oh, I was not aware. Someone was asking where to get good ammo actually earlier. Here's well, I guess you can only get with Lightkeeper there, can't you? Unfortunately, we'll come and grab some of this stuff later. Where is it? There we are. Just what the doctor ordered. At 1.0, players can choose not to wipe how that work in PvP. I don't think that's true. I think they went back on that idea. Oh, sorry, you're talking about PvE. Yeah, that's PvE. That's PvE. So to access the endgame stuff in PvE, you're gonna have to wipe the game. But in PvP, it's just gonna be like it usually is. Yeah, SJ12's good. It's because of this. You have this energy and hydration plus 0.1 for 600 seconds, which is actually really nice. It's a good one. So I think this shared bedroom thing is up here. I'm gonna go and have a look. Is it upstairs? Never normally come here. I don't usually do loot runs into here later on in the wipe. It's just kind of a bit boring, isn't it? Just come in and make infinite rubles, but for why? Why would you do such a thing? Veritas, pick, what else? I think I've only been in here like once. Doesn't look much like a mark tube, does it? Oh, Bitcoin. Nicely worth it. Worth the 200k key. Bagged tons of top tier ammo in the res unit. Yeah, the res unit place is pretty good. I've not really been in there actually, because usually if I'm in there, I usually can't get back out again. It's yeah, extremely tough. Right, we'll see this one. Is that just back in the corridor? Oh, okay, you can carry on going. I haven't looted Lightkeeper Island that much in the past. Yeah. Alright, we'll go up and see Mr. Lightkeeper. I believe Delta Force has a 5-minute timer to revive teammates. Hunt Showdown lets you sacrifice health chunks to revive teammates over the limit. Should Marathon include a similar measure, or raid time is too short for that? At the moment, they're very short. They're like 25 minutes, I think. Maybe half an hour. No, I think they're short. I think they're really short. Maybe they're 20 minutes even. They're really not very long at all. Have they do PoE style leagues? If wipes are ending? Nah, so the wipes are going to stay for PvP. Nikita changed his mind on that a while ago. I don't think there's anything actually in here. First time? Nah, I've done Lightkeeper before. I've done Lightkeeper pretty much every wipe. Is there anything in here? I feel like there's not anything in the rooms of the Lighthouse. Again, I've only been up here a handful of times, but... we're just going to activate him. Because we may as well. Otherwise, something horrible will happen if I don't activate him. Oh, first time this wipe, yeah.
Это ты? Ну да, кто же еще? Прошел все испытания?
I think Nikita said you have two characters. One that wipes, one that doesn't. Was that only for PvE? We don't know. That was prior to PvE.
Но не каждому дано.
So we don't actually know. We don't know, like, whether the PvE character is turned into the non-wipe character or whether we're going to still get 2 characters eventually. I don't actually know.
Кто я в данный момент совсем не важно. Важно, кто ты и зачем ты здесь. Я смотритель.
Did they remove the
Смотрю
blind
за
sniper gun?
всем и
No,
за
he's still up
всеми,
there.
и все видят мой свет. В наше неспокойное время самое главное — обладать нужной информацией. Информация
He does have a good
порождает
code, though.
связи. Связи дают возможности.
He's killing it.
Да, возможности менять окружение и, как следствие, реальность. В среде подобного рода базовая потребность человека — это выживание. Я не хочу просто выживать. Я хочу контролировать выживание.
I like to imagine your character can't actually speak or understand Russian. I mean, that's kind of true. I'm using anyway, so... But yeah, I don't know what... Yeah.
Для выживающего, да. Для того, кто обеспечивает
Maybe we've learned
выживаемость,
at this point.
все иначе. Мы встретились неспроста. Во всех событиях есть смысл. Случайностей не бывает.
So why do you need me?
Ты сам искал встречи со мной. Ты задавал вопрос себе, зачем?
It was you who was looking for me, wasn't it? I was just desperately trying to find some level of progression in my life. Thought knowing someone like you could give me something.
Приближенность к тому, для кого коллапс есть начало нового. Ты хочешь не просто выжить, ты хочешь контролировать ситуацию.
Have you finished the 24 kills or gone the old way? I went the old way. So I actually... I didn't bother with the labyrinth quest in the end because it was just too laborious and painful. And I was actually pretty close to the end of the line for this when the labyrinth started. So it was easier for me to just go and do Key to the Tower, honestly, than do the labyrinth thing.
Тарков и есть ты. Ты не можешь сбежать от себя самого. Как не смог сбежать от себя самого я.
You cannot escape. Just as I could not escape from myself. I'm intrigued to see what they do with this, because, like, this can't all be for nothing, right? I hope not. 1.0 is going to be
Этому
funny.
миру конец. Все эти жалкие попытки удержаться на тающей льдине в центре бушующего океана. Все эти локальные стычки, лицемерие торговцев, подстрекательство, насилие, помноженное на насилие. Все это ведет к очень конкретному результату.
That you will not escape time line is so
Заката не
cool.
будет.
It is good.
Будет перерождение.
How funny was receiving the flash drive because of the event? It was the best. It was the best. It was so good. I absolutely hated doing the flash drive thing. It's actually in his room. It's got like a map of shoreline for some reason. I can hear like VoIP clipping in the background. After this,
Ты не
unlock Lightkeeper is one of the
сможешь
dumbest
сбежать
things
из
in the game.
Таркова.
Yeah, it is a huge missed opportunity, for at least for the time being, that he doesn't do more than just give you more quests to do that are really awful and a couple of unlocks.
Ты ничего не понял. Это нормально.
I wanted to go
Я
and bite
тоже
stuff from him,
сначала
you know?
ничего не понял, когда они связались со мной.
When they reached out to me.
Нам пока больше не о чем говорить. Ты сам все поймешь со временем, распутывая этот клубок.
His services are entirely redundant too. I know, it's a shame. It really is a shame.
Варианты есть.
There are several options. Is that different? What's the difference between these? I'm not interested in localized conflicts. I'm not going to help either side since you're here. I have a job. This one's... Is this information... So what's this? What's the difference here? Pick up cargo from move from the military hospital reserve base. Deliver it to the transfer point. I'm going to accept this bit.
Отлично. Есть. Только не трать мое время зря.
Yeah, this is the old one.
Принято. Будет время, заходи.
Really unceremoniously kicks us out. Extra task is the one from the BTR line. Ah, interesting. Special weapons. 7.62 mil. Oh. You have 10 minutes before he kicks you out. I'm not sure what happens if you don't leave. What a lovely view. Alright. Now I believe that you can actually shoot people from the lighthouse itself without incurring any penalties. It's just they're just not allowed to be down here, unfortunately. Who sends in the swatters? It's like something in the air. Is that like... what is that? It's kind of weird texture glitch. I wonder if you see any player scouts from here. It's quite funny that you can mount the... you can mount it onto the wall and just be like, yeah, what's going on, guys? What's going on? Lying there stabbing people outside. They completely bamboozle where the shots coming from. Bikes have Lightkeeper means you need to be able to extract from the island or else the exit will be camped. Yeah, the issue is, right, BSG have sort of... BSG have sort of like pigeonholed themselves into... oh. Who's shooting this guy? Came from like down here or something. Oh ho. There's a fight brewing. Yeah, you have to kill them before they realise or else they'll camp you on the pier. True. Can't see through all the trees if there was someone on the ground. I guess it could still be a rogue or something. Huh. Anyway. Probably had our fun, haven't we? I'm quite sure there's probably some good spots. We're never going to hit somebody from this range anyway. But we've only got 6 minutes left. Better go. If you're in that spot really quickly, you can often kill people in the beach house. Just need 3 minutes from pier to southern. I get, yeah, if you spawn in the right place, then that maybe can happen. There's probably some more good stuff actually. Gives Vachi a kiss me on the way out. If you get too close, I think he does you in, doesn't he? What else we got up here? No. Not the white balaclava. He gets pissed. Can't just go right up to him and be like, yo, what's up, Z-Man? What's going on? Anything good, VMAX? Ah, whatever. We'll just go. I don't really care. Learned that the hard way my first time here. Yeah, try and give him a fist bump, and he doesn't like it. Are you gonna do a video on Marathon? I want to. Yeah. I was saying before, I'm trying to figure out like exactly what format of video I want to do, like what structure exactly I want to do for it. Because I don't want to just be like blah blah blah, like it's the, you know, this, that, and the other, the same as everybody else. Kind of want to come at it from maybe a slightly different angle. I'm not sure yet exactly how I'm going to do it though. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'll figure it out. Oh, one last duffel and then we can go. Because the thing that I'm struggling with right now is that I actually quite like the... I like the idea of the lore of Marathon. Oh, nice. I like the idea of the lore of Marathon, and I like the background of Marathon, and I like the setting. I actually do like the art style. I'm one of the... It seems very binary whether people like the art style or not. So, and I do actually like the art style. But the gameplay, to me, feels a little lacking, is all. What level do you need for Lightkeeper? I'm not sure. You need a bunch of different quests. There's not really a hard level lock. There's probably like one task that's the highest level that you need for it all, but I don't think it's a problem. By the time that you get there, you'll have the level for it, I imagine. The hardest ones are things like... What's the one that takes the longest? It's probably Skier's one that requires you to do chumming. Once you've done chumming, you then have to do house arrest and a bunch of other stuff. Like, chumming is usually the bottleneck for me these days. They made Lightkeeper a lot easier. You don't have to do a lot of the quests now that you used to. Yeah, so chumming takes a while. How was the tutorial yesterday? After being killed by the tutorial, yeah, we made a meta run on the tutorial. Absolutely killing it. Marathon seems kind of soulless, and this is the thing. I wish it wasn't, because it has every right to be good, right? It's technically in a very good spot already. You know, it's not very buggy. It's very polished. I mean, that's probably what you'd expect from a Bungie game, I guess. There's not going to be many bugs. Not like, you know, early access indie style bugs, right? They've got enough frameworks within that company so that they can just like pull something together. I'm just a bit concerned about the direction of... Yeah, but I'm concerned more about its hook than anything else. Like, I don't think the game's necessarily bad, but it just feels that there's... It's one of these interesting ones where I feel that people who've not really played an extraction shooter before, but have played Bungie's other games on console, will like it, because there's not that many equivalents you can play on console. I think it might actually be quite successful on console. I'm not sure if it's going to be that successful on PC, because we have a lot of other options. And, you know, the sort of hardcore Tarkov player base is probably not going to play this game, I wouldn't have thought. I mean, I don't really know, like, how many people strictly play Tarkov in threes. I'm not actually sure. Sure, people do from time to time. But you pretty much have to play this game as a 3. Which is not necessarily bad. It's like, you know, a game like Helldivers, for example. Like, I probably wouldn't play that on my own solo. You know, you can play it with squad fill, actually. Helldivers was perfectly playable with squad fill. But it's a PvE game, so it's a bit different. PvP game, I think, is just a bit harder with squad fill. It's less a natural fit. Heard a dozen similar takes. The game is missing soul. I just don't think it knows quite what it wants to be. It's again trying to streamline a hardcore experience, but in doing so, it ends up diminishing the experience for those who liked those experiences in the first place. Those people who didn't like those experiences in the first place probably would rather have a PvE title that they can play with friends. Probably, you know, in the main, not exclusively, but in the main. I think that's just kind of where the issue is, and there's one of the reasons why Helldivers did so well. And even people who like other games, you know, I loved Helldivers personally. And I'm not really a big PvE person, usually. The resing is crazy. Yeah, so you kind of have to be playing as a 3. And I think, for me, right, I'm a chronically solo player. And so for me, the game is like it's just basically unplayable. So there's a bunch of people who at least would want the option to be playing solo. And for those people, the game's just like not really playable. We're probably going to give it a try. I might give it a try in a bit, anyway. But you just can't really play without 3. And as we were saying before, right, with the resing mechanics, it makes it very odd, because you're always going to be playing against a 3-man. Because it's not even like you know, you can get downed and rezzed once and then that's it. It's like you can always be got back up, and there doesn't really seem to be any penalty for it. You just get back up and then heal yourself back to full. Like, sure, it takes a bit of time, but it means that then when you run into your next solo player, they're also going to be fighting against a 3-man, right? Like, it's just, you kind of have to play as 3, or you just can't play the game, it seems. Which does seem a little short-sighted. It seems to cut down on some of the target audience, at least. Like, if it was solo ball, I feel like that would be a bit more interesting, at least in some ways. I should probably put some more cash in my wallet before I forget and end up going somewhere I don't mean to go. If it was free to play, I could gather 2 people to try it. Yeah, that's also true. The free to play thing is an interesting one, because it's not necessarily good. Let's just do a quick factory run while we chat about stuff. The genre isn't really approachable from the ground up. I don't think so. Yeah, making extraction shooters more approachable feels like counterproductive. Maybe not. Like, my argument for a long time has been, well, Helldivers is an extraction shooter, but no one ever thinks about it like that. But it's because it's PvE, it's a different formula, and it leans very heavily into the... It's parody, but they did a really good job with making the world for Helldivers. Somebody was talking about it, I think actually Jesse and Veritas were talking about it a little bit on the podcast, about how a grounded, realistic world, like Tarkov's world, yeah, there's gamey bits in there, sure, but it's a grounded, realistic world as opposed to a sci-fi world. You already have like an intuitive understanding of why you're there and what's your purpose, right? In Tarkov, it's like you're a dude who is trying not to be dead, and you're in this like disastrous city and you're stuck there. It kind of gives you that automatic understanding of what you need to do, whereas or not even like what you need to do, it's more of a feeling. Actually, it's more of a feeling. Like, it's important, right? It's why graphics are important. It's why the like vibe is important, you know. And it's not just like, oh, the art design, because the art design's really good. The art design on Marathon, I think, is really good, but you don't necessarily get a great feeling for kind of what the greater purpose is. You know, we're working for a megacorp. Doing what exactly? We're making money for a megacorp. Like, Helldivers is great because it's like you're fighting for Super Earth, but you kind of know that you're not necessarily the good guys. You're fighting for a sort of kind of Earth-like dictatorship thing. It's but all of the the over-the-top hoorah is kind of what makes it in part. It's very quiet, isn't it? It's very quiet. What a quiet factory raid. Who's that? I don't know what the best way to go over there is. Maybe it's another scav? Am I gonna break my legs there? Guess it was just scavs. Oh. Oh, was this the PMC? I don't know. Maybe. Who's that over there? Oh, man. Didn't expect that to break my leg. Good morning! Did you see the devs responding to a few more Tarkov community suggestions? I haven't, no. Which ones? World Builder really sets Helldivers and the DM style events that the devs run? Yes. That's also really, really good, isn't it? ABI DZ. Which one? What's DZ? And Grey Zone Warfare never had the vibe that pulled me in. I see. I kind of like Grey Zone because I can see kind of where it's going, sort of, with the ground zero like middle bit. But we didn't get enough to actually get the pull in, you know. Helldivers way more interesting. Yeah, it's good. Oh, someone's going mad. Someone's just going mad. Mainly she wouldn't watch Reveal. I felt like I had like a full season in this universe. Never got extraction vibes from it. Yeah, I just feel like the game doesn't necessarily match what they're actually trying to do. Will you be returning to Under the Stairs, or is this a new setup? No, I will be returning. But not right now. I think Grey Zone could be alright. It's just going to take a while. Out of town on your office? No, I'm actually... Yeah, I'm staying somewhere else at the moment. So many devs look at Tarkov like, oh, it's just a battle royale game mode with items and money value attached. Yeah, exactly. Like, this new one, it feels like the cycle to me. In many ways. Feels a lot like the cycle. For better and worse, actually. I wish all the Marathon Alpha codes came with a code for a friend or two. Yeah, they don't, do they? Played a few solo runs with randoms, but no interest playing really without friends. That's the thing. If it's a 3-player thing, you kind of have to. Helldivers gives a different motivation than greed. Huge difference with player identification and modification. Yeah, because you had this like grind for stuff. Helldivers like overarching kind of drive to play hinged firstly on interesting gameplay, right? The gameplay loop is more interesting in Helldivers. You know, we're gonna go. I'm just gonna switch over. We'll just get some arena daily stuff done. Yeah, the Helldivers is more interesting in a kind of like the gameplay itself is pretty good. It's like stuff that we haven't really seen before. I like the strongholds. Clearing the map feels very, very cool. Like sort of free roam in that sense, but also PvE. But then you've got this grind for those like rare samples, right? To like unlock new things, unlock new permanent upgrades for your stratagems and whatever. That's like the overarching, you know, grind. But it's fun to do because you're going and killing big bases to go and get it. So that gameplay loop works really nicely. Once you've kind of unlocked all the samples, you're kind of like, yeah, you know, I'm playing now to just do the gameplay loop, and then you kind of fall out of, you know, interest a little bit, which is fine. That's just kind of the way it goes. It's not out yet, but I feel like Marathon would do better as a Halo-style single-player shooter with arena multiplayer. Honestly, like, I don't know why they didn't just do that. I don't know why they didn't just make it like a story type game. Because the world is so good. Marathon, you kill others because they're in your way. Oh, please show me ref level 4. I'm so sorry. I will go back. I will go back. Thanks, Jula. I know people trash a lot on Tarkov having so many different ammo types. It's actually true to actually having stuff that you can loot that doesn't have a direct monetary value is important. Let me just switch back. We'll just switch back and I'll show you. I'll show you ref 4. I did say I would. Yeah, armors, better ammo, better guns, more attachments. Yeah. The reason why gear is individual items, weapon skins, isn't in EFT because they didn't have the tools yet to do like weapon skins in arena. True. Yeah, Helldivers did fizzle out a bit. I've probably played 100 hours. I don't think it's a 1,000-hour game for me. It's more like 100-ish. One of the big draws is the realism, movement and shooting. I mean, Grey Zone Warfare is like that. But they don't have anything else in their game yet. There's not enough in Grey Zone. Like, Grey Zone is very, very empty. So they need to do a lot more. I heard there's a movie coming. Man, that'd be cool. Grey Zone has a problem that once you discover the map, what's there to play for? I mean, right now, nothing. Right? They need to add loads of content right now. I think that Grey Zone's like capture fob stuff is going to be really cool. So, okay, so what's on Ref Now then? So Ref Now has, you can ignore these ones because these are the cosmetics from the Battle Pass. I don't think there's that much new at Ref 1. Maybe there's a gun or something, I forget. Ref 2. I think is all the cases. Yeah, so Ref 2 is mainly cases. So it's like ammo case, med case, grenade case, mag case, ballistic plate case, and key case. So that's a new one. There's a couple of these cosmetics that I've unlocked. But it's mostly the same as it was before. Ref 3 is pretty much the same. I think there's one or two other things, but there's like the razor and then a couple of stocks. There's like a stock grip. And then the big ones up here is, so that was there already. That's PS12B, ACP, AP. That was already there. BP was already there. So you can get a per magnum FMJ. Not that matters because you can buy it from Jaeger. M61 ammo, which is the big one. I don't know why you can buy 6 boxes of this. This is absolutely insane, in my opinion. It's 120 rounds of M61. This is completely bonkers. 762 by 54 RBT, so that you can actually use the SVD if you want to. Quite good. Or the SV98, if you're that way inclined. SP6, which you could always buy. SIG FMJ, which you can buy off Peacekeeper anyway. So that doesn't really matter too much. What else? You've always been able to buy this other random stuff. So Brallo still has Classics plates in it. So if you want Classics plates, you can just buy this. I think that's about it. Okay. I mean, the only thing is really sad they nerfed the CQCM to level 3. The actual CQCM isn't. I think it's just the special ones. So this one is still class 4, but all of the cosmetic ones are class 3. It's because you can't buy this one very easily. This one is a special. It's a special one, right? Oops, that's not what I meant to do. This is the special Lightkeeper one that you have to get off Ragman. So that one's still level 4, but all the ones that you get with GP coins, those ones are level 3. So the cosmetics don't just like ruin the game. Not that I think it does actually. I think the CQCM is a bit of a value trap personally, but. Never been a fan of jungle maps. I understand some like it, but I want more urbanization. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a vibe thing. I mean, I don't think that's necessarily important or not, but it's funny to watch some streamers playing Marathon just because they gave an agreement to do so. Who? Oh, and then you wouldn't see them play again after they fulfill their obligations. I'm not sure. I actually don't know what the case is about Marathon, who they've got. I don't think anyone has an obligation to play. I don't think. People are right now because I think it's even more simple than that, actually. Like, yeah, maybe some people under contract. I have no idea. I think it's even more simple than that for most people, is that they're just, you know, taking the interest while it's here. I think that makes sense from the creator's perspective. Yeah, it's hot content gets views. Yeah, I think that's it, like, right now. Especially if you've got a trio of, like, good people. You know, it doesn't get views on my channel because it's not really what I'm known for. Reason Marathon didn't do a solo game is they couldn't sell cosmetics. People would still get cosmetics even if they're solo. I think. Right, let's see what we get. So right now, I'll show you actually. I'll get these rolled and then we can figure it out. Kind of want last hero here because my weekly's last hero. I'm not going to re-roll them all to last hero though because that's crazy. 2 checkpoint. Eliminating enemies while staying on the objective is actually really annoying and win a match. Okay, that's actually really easy. Maybe we'll do that one first. Winning a match is not necessarily that easy, but we could play either actually for killing people while on the objective. Views have dropped right off already to 10k. I think it depends on who's on. You'll see it spike up later once the US guys come back. Yeah, the battle pass stuff is just too. Yeah, they've messed up the pricing, right? Like the GPs is just crazy. Do you feel like EFT servers are emptying out right now? I don't know. I think people are more spread out amongst different maps now because the Labyrinth event has finished, or some people may be taking a break because the Labyrinth event's finished. A lot of people have probably done a lot on the event, I would have thought, and then taken a bit of a break. So possibly. Batsu Punisher getting SVD getting BT will be nice. Yes, yeah, you have a huge advantage getting BT from Ref before you start that. I actually haven't finished Punisher 6 myself. Now the Theta container exists, there's kind of no reason to do Punisher 6 other than getting BP, but you can buy BP off Ref 4. So basically Arena has pretty much replaced all of my requirements to do some of the staple quests in EFT, which is a bit sad in some ways. Unless I'm mistaken, what I've seen Marathon is just Extraction Apex. Kind of, yeah, it plays very much like that, yeah. 600k accepting the Labyrinth task still shows there's a lot of interest. I know, I was amazed by that number. It's a lot of number. Big number. with the wipe that long now confirmed? Oh yeah, because of August. Yeah, so we know it's going for another, man, yeah, another like 2 months. 4 months. Another 4 months of this wipe. I need 3 more test drive, 2 kills in streets. Hopefully people play lots of streets. I mean, I just don't. I'm not going to do the Kappa thing. I'm just not going to do it. You're not going for Kappa? No. No. The kid did an interview with ESPN and said they had as many as 150k concurrent players. Honestly, it doesn't surprise me. Right, this is a really funny build. This is the AA-12 with Magnum and the stupid helmet. It depends what people run, actually. If people are running low-level scout class stuff, this will be good. If you've got a couple of people using SP6 or like M905 with marksman on semi-auto, then you get a bit owned. I've been BP'd quite a lot with this on. So we'll just see how it plays out, and then maybe we'll swap back over if it's not working. It's good to defend points, though. I like Checkpoint, though. I actually genuinely enjoy playing Checkpoint. I might go to B first. Yeah, last match is August. Doesn't mean 1.0 comes at the same time. Yeah, not necessarily. I don't really know. It could be either way, actually, in my opinion. Oh no, he went round behind me. Oh, he killed 2 of us. What a guy. Oh. Wait, that guy was also not on my team? Yeah, PPSH 2, exactly. Yeah, he shot me like 15 bajillion times. You can't hit anything with this on. Not ideal when someone's behind a box. It's wiped in August or after August? I think it's in August, isn't it? Actually, we don't know. It says after August, but we're not sure. We actually are not sure. The problem here is that I need to defend the point. Maybe I should go for C. C is actually better for this gun. Oh no, we're getting... It's one of those games. It's one of those games. Alright. Oh, I'm with Sir Hans Vader. Okay. Gotta properly pay attention in the spawn, otherwise you get nailed by somebody. I'm on the bad side. I need to kill people on the point, so I'm just going to stay here. Had table time checkpoint this week on a 6-game losing streak? That's crazy. I consider this a good side? No, I hate this side. What ammo? This is Magnum Buck. I've run out of ammo. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. What are these lot doing? Let's go and take A then. I should probably hold C. I really should just go and... I should go and do C. I'm gonna go and do C. This kit is way better for C than it is for the other bits. The other points. I was chicken, wasn't I? Sneaky little spot. Oh, how did he not die? Come on. How did he not die? When the killer helmet arena is advised to level 6? It is indeed, baby. It is indeed. Problem here is I can't hear people coming in from behind, and they do. Got another one. How many do we need? I think I've had all 6 on the point. I think it's controversial at the moment. It is, yeah. They made it more expensive and stuff, but yeah. I like sitting in this little corner because then people don't see you. How did he not even see me? I literally couldn't hear him. Oh, where was that guy? Can you still have level 5 chest? Yeah, probably, yeah. It's just funny. I don't think it's necessarily good, but it is funny. And it's good for killing people on points. Oh. There he is. Oh no, this guy. EPS 8 right thigh. He's got me good. Right, let's see. Where's my task? How many more do we need? 4 more actually, man. Maybe we can help with B. Magnum Buck slaps. It does when you get in the right position. I'm going to go and take C again. C is by far the best thing for this. I can't hear people coming at all is the problem. I don't usually use this kit for... I usually use it in... Oh. I should have raced after him, tried to kill him. He's stuck up there. Maybe I just swap over. Maybe we just play scout or something. The boys are wise to my shenanigans. Ooh. Ow! This man's always behind me. Right, we're gonna play a sensible kit now. So I can't hear anything that's going on. Why did you before turn and reload at the same time? I probably should. Oh yeah, cheeky bastard. Oh. He's going this way. Oh, no. Lovely podcast, by the way. Hope you guys keep doing it. Yes. Yes, we shall do. We shall do. We're going to be talking about marathon tomorrow, actually. Got to get one or two more. Yo. We did it. Don't need to be on the point anymore. We're good to go wherever. Oh. Sorry. Whoa, they're literally everywhere. Oh, that's also my teammate. Bit trigger happy. Go and defend that one. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, extra points domination. No, it's well scored, I agree. Ah! Damn it. I'm not going to win this way. Oh my god, I keep killing this guy. I'm so sorry. Right. It's actually a really close game. Damn, how did you know I was going to be right there? Oh man, I just got clipped and that was it. I'll try and get C again. Oh no, so bad, like off center with my bloody shots. We can win this. We can win this. The only real advantage of leg ammo is if you die, you reduce enemy HP significantly. That is true. Oh, that's good. Someone needs to actually take B though. Not a good place to stand, is it? Gonna try and take A, maybe? Oop. Oh, no. They killed both of us. Crap. Yeah, I think we're screwed. Don't know if we can win even with all three at this point. This guy was good with the PPSH, man. He was on point. He was really on point. Maybe I'd have been better off not choosing the Enforcer class to begin with. Well, we got this one done. Problem is I needed to do this. Right, let's see if we can win this time. I kind of don't mind which one we play, Bowl or Bay 5. It's a shame you can't look at the Battle Pass while you're in here. The yet to feel like playing Force has given me an advantage over other classes, but only Lighthouse. Last area and checkpoint. Same here. Sometimes I switch to it if people are playing certain classes with ammo. Like if everybody's playing like cheapo ammo with high RPM, sometimes I'll switch to it then. But it's very situational, I would say. It's not one that you want to use all the time. Yeah, I'm still thinking about Marathon. It just looks so much. It's like Apex and the Cycle had a baby. What it seems to be like. We're playing Bay 5. Okay. I guess it doesn't matter because we can swap over whenever. It just seems to me that, you know. Well, we haven't even thought about, you know, what cheating's going to be like. I don't really know how good Bungie's track record is of countering hackers. I have no clue. Presumably have the same problems that everybody does, I would guess. For some reason, this is never bound. It's bound in my classes, in my presets, in my builds, but it's never bound when I get in game, and I don't know why. Yeah, display score is a difference. Yeah, I think that would be a good way of doing it. Blowout victory on team was 400 points. That would be good. You moved? Hey, Chestnut. Yes and no. Did I get shot from behind? Yes and no. So I moved out temporarily because I have got some building work going on at my house. And so there's people drilling and all sorts of stuff, all sorts of nonsense going on. Oh, I should have gone to B. So I've moved out to a different house. I've moved to a family, one of the houses in the family. Moved to my father-in-law's house temporarily. Oh, still taking B again. No, we've got to go and stop them taking B. Crap. Those devs I've heard compliment for the anti-cheat is right for Vanguard. Indeed. They're the only ones I'm aware of. I don't know anybody else who's done a good job. Yikes! I hate the lean AD spam macro. Oh, ah! So this is the reason why I don't like this side. Because you can get caught in your base, basically, by people, which I find really annoying. Oh, nearly. Nearly. So I don't like being on the other side simply because yeah, if people get a hold of you, it can be really annoying. Is this guy using the Sacco? Where is this dude? Annoying lack of ADSR. There's 3 kills over here, but I probably need to do this rather than A, otherwise we'll probably lose a point, I think. Oh man, he knew exactly where I was going to be. Damn. Played it when you first time yesterday, I had problems recognizing my teammates. It isn't that easy, actually. It isn't that easy at the beginning. Sometimes people are in like weird places too. Oh, it looks like there's probably too many of us over here. Yeah. Oh, got him just at the last minute. Oh, 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 oh. Must say, good schedule of yours. Been a while. Not sure if it's because you weren't streaming or I was having a healthy sleep schedule for once. I have been streaming, but I was not streaming at the beginning of this week. Just because things got kind of stupid. Oh, we got him, just about. Yeah, we are winning just. Don't know whether this is necessarily the best. Doing okay, but I'm sort of just going to 1-to-1. Yikes! I wasn't expecting him to come out there. You can turn quite... You can turn. I've had it happen. Yeah! God damn it. Let's try the SR3M. I feel like I want just a little more oomph. Just a bit. Oops. How are those two not fighting? I don't understand. Wait, what the hell is happening here? What on earth is going on? What's this guy? This guy's causing havoc. Oh, got him through the box. Ow! I don't think you should be able to come this way, personally. How did that guy know I was there? What the hell? It's complete carnage. I'm using tab 9, by the way. I'm not using... Damn it. See the wall thing with the bots, find pad 9 on SP6 be very consistent wall bang. Yeah, pad 9's pretty good. PAB. Oh, the B team. Reset the point at least. Didn't get the kill. Oh no, they've taken all 3. Oh crap. Because it pauses our counter and you get like, what is it? 6 per go or something horrible? Oh, come off it. He was on me before I could do anything about it. Try and sneak out the point. Oh, they're on C, okay. How to get this gun in EFT? There's a couple of ways. I can't remember. Is it? Which one's this one? How'd you get the SR3M? It's a purchase. I can't remember who from. One of the max level traders. Ouch. No. No. So close. When I'm level... The max trade is level 42. I can't remember where the SR3M is, though. Might be behind the quest, too. I actually can't remember. Have a look on the wiki. It's just called the SR3M. It'll tell you where it's locked from. That was a good shot. It's just Papa, is it? Not B again. Ouch. That guy's... Wait, did I kill him? Maybe someone else killed him. That was confusing. Yeah, you can barter with the VSS as well, but yeah, the AS file is similar. They're all almost identical actually. The SR3M, the VSS, and the AS file. The VSS, the SR3M is technically very slightly superior. Very slightly, technically. Oh, there we go. They do eat durability, yeah. They're nice against classical helmets, though. You have to get the Val. People sad. It's genuinely so similar. They're so similar. They take all the same mags. They've got basically the same recoil. Pretty much the same handling. It makes basically no odds. Damn it. Alright. We won it. We did win. Right, time for a bit last hero. Wow, look at the captures. Holy crap. So, yeah, we've just got to do... Oh, third place was playing as Enforcer. It's actually quite hard. It's actually quite difficult. Fifth place several times in a row. I mean, that's easy. Wait, it says is that in a row? Oh, it is in a row, but even still, that's actually not that bad. Now, where are we at least? So we've got this next camo. I don't know what else to buy, really. I mean, I guess I should buy stuff that's going to stay forever. So next up, we're into the Saiga one, the Saiga shirt, which is pretty cool. This, and then something in here. So got to do Enforcer. Get Enforcer. I guess I'll do my RPK one, I think. RPK is we get me through Enforcer and last hero? Yeah, so I have an RPK one and I have my meme one. So we'll see how it goes. Just re-roll it. Oh, but then it re-rolls into Blast Gang or whatever. I'm keeping my rubles at this level by not going too crazy. I've actually moved... I've probably moved like 10 mil into Arena. Oh no, I'm pushing rubles into Arena. My Bitcoin farm basically just gets pushed straight into this game. That's partly because I was buying BP as well. And re-rolling like weeklies and stuff. But yeah, I'm net negative in Arena. I fund Arena from EFT rather than the other way around. New setup? Sort of. So yeah, there's some work going on at my house and there's people drilling and stuff basically. So I moved out to my father-in-law's house. It's actually my wife's brother's old bedroom, but he lives in Australia now, so just here. It's chilling.
Today we're in for an
I knew that was coming. Please die. Oh man, that guy's got a horrible enforcer kit. I'm actually gonna go with this one. We'll see how this goes. It might work, it might not. I should have walked around the corner. Oh, he's on the car. There's actually some quite big ammos here, which maybe is not such a great idea to run this kit either. Oh, what? How did he spawn in there? Bloody hell. Annoying as hell, that is. That's not a good fight for me. I'm about to run out of ammo. Oh, how did he survive that? He killed both of me and the other guy. That is so unfair. Probably a bit far, that, actually. Oh, AP-20. Huh. No, he killed me with AP-20 though, actually. Maybe I should throat shot or something. Throat again. That is annoying. Crap. Might need to give this setup a chance. If you can find yourself some enclosed spaces to run it in. Then it can be pretty strong. Ranger blackout. There's a guy here. Oh no! He didn't kill the other dude! Rah! Throat again! Oh my goodness me, the throat! I just keep getting shot in the throat every time. It's because I've got so... It's serious survivorship bias, because if I get hit in the helmet, I don't actually die. Oh, no. People are slowing down a bit now. Oh, the flechette. Do you hate not having audio? I feel like you sort of get used to it after a bit. Oh, ouch. The audio is just kind of different. It's weird because it's like it's still there, kind of, but it's just sort of different. Throat goat, yeah. Oh, Magnum headshot. Magnum headshot. I should crouch more, actually. Lol. Maybe even thrown? Yeah, maybe. That was a nice little leap. Wait, there's someone back here, I'm pretty sure. Ow. Oh. You have to kind of get into the swing of like when to run, when to not run with this gun. Oh, no, I got owned by the plank then. The metal. Yeah, he was in there a little bit. Has 600 headset do on reduces audio as well? Maybe. A12 serving you well? Indeed. It's doing good. It's doing good. Still waiting for the 50 Beowulf M16. What is that exactly? Everyone's given up on moving now. No! M16 chilling with 50 bear. What the hell is that? So it's a pretty obnoxious build when it works, but it doesn't always work. You've bullied this lobby into submission? Yeah. No, it is pretty stupid. It's pretty stupid, but it doesn't always work. When it works, it's really funny. When it works, it's super, super funny, but when it doesn't work, it's really sad. Yeah, okay. So the deal is we're supposed to get 5th place. Oh yeah, it was 5th place twice in a row, isn't it, actually? Yeah, this one we can just do over a period of time, so that's actually not too bad. Because this one is 5th place twice in a row, so we're almost certain to get that, hopefully. We'll try it again. Try again to get it to work. Doesn't matter if it works, the concept of the kit has a soul. This is a concept kit? Yeah, no, it is. It's funny even if you don't do very well. I just kind of enjoy it. No one is safe. If someone's had a fight as well, you just kill one hit too. It's ever since they changed. I mean, it was kind of good before, but ever since they changed the pass-through rates on Black Limbs, you know, like, everything goes to 100% now from legs. So you only have to technically you just hit them with every pellet twice and they die. It doesn't even need to be every pellet actually. You need to hit them with 9 pellets because it's 440 HP, 50 per pellet. Obviously not including any slowdown, so it's probably more like 10 pellets or something like that. But yeah, 2 shots and you should be good most of the time. What's max BP level? 150, I think. Yo, Extrusive, what's going on? Games are good. We got to Lightkeeper. We used the dongle, collected the first quest from him, which I always like to do in a wipe. So we did that, and then now we are just getting our arena daily stuff done, so we can progress with the battle pass. Yeah, so it's 150 max. I'm at about level 90 now, so mostly there. Love how the whole lobby hates your guts. Yeah. Oh, crazy strong with the 1.25 stomach as well. Many players not running stomach. Yeah, that's true. Because groin as well counts as stomach. Remember, we had this conversation earlier. Groin counts as stomach. So if you're not wearing stomach, I think which ones don't? I can't remember. It's groin's the one that doesn't get covered normally. Most of the armors have stomach soft, but only a few have groin. So yeah, it's good. Now we're just trying to get these things done. So just got to win. Well, I've got to come. Basically, just not got to come last twice in a row. Do you happen to know what the challenge is for Shotgun Master exactly? I'm not sure actually. Not off the top of my head. It definitely worked on all my dailies reinforcer. Nice. Yeah, you can make money in arena if you don't care about doing it time efficiently, for sure. I might start. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the RPK, lure people into a false sense of security. Because if they suddenly get ripped by the buckshot beast, then they think, oh crap, we'll change kits. Oh, well, I've needled it around the outside of his head. Is one in here still? Right, and now we bring out the big guns. Ooh, MDR. What did he shoot me with? Oh, M905. Oh, that's actually gonna be really annoying. PP to the throat. Wasn't expecting it to be there. Wait. Oh, get up before turn on. Is it worth bothering with the arena dailies? I mean, if you want the battle pass, then sure. Ooh, close. So the dailies give you way more XP. I've got to catch up a bit here. It's not a good range for me. Ah, no, we got caught on the loop around. Yeah, if you get a whole bunch of Battle Pass XP basically for doing the dailies. So, ooh, nearly 388 in one hit. You say, damn. You sure make them hurt. This is my favourite bit to play around. That little area, because you're just in such close quarters with people. Oh no! Ah! What the hell? Someone in there with a pistol? Who'd I get killed by? Oh man, come off it. I do hate it when that happens. How did he not die? Probably gonna kill him again. He is. People have got much better ammo for dealing with me now. Like M855A1, like that will just go straight through the killer helmet, unfortunately, as long as it hits the... One tap through ult in. It'll go through the class 4 is the problem. It goes through the class 4 bit. Because the Massacre is class 4, inherently. Alright, we've got very bright in here. How did it not take... He didn't take any damage. I don't understand. Oh, wait, no, because I got killed by someone else, I think. No. Yeah, different guy. Yeah, exactly. Whoa. The aim punch. I couldn't even see what was going on there. It's funny, I'm always surprised by the outside sound effect of the AA-12 over here. Because... What's he killing us with? Oh, the Desert Eagle. Ah, okay. Back of the neck? He is. Oof. Yikes. Okay, second. Not bad for Enforcer. That guy loved just like sitting in the little S-bend container, shooting people with the Desert Eagle. Very funny. This gun? No, it's funny, isn't it? It is funny. We didn't come first, but you know what? It's not bad. It's not bad. You just hear the goo 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 goo. You know they're coming for you. No, I think it's worth, if you want the Battle Pass stuff, it's worth doing the arena dailies because you get 1500 XP each time. So that's about 4,500 a day just for doing the dailies themselves, which gets you about 5 levels. So it's pretty good. So this one gives you 5,000. That's like five levels on its own, but that's for the weekly. So we got another one from that. How was the rest of the marathon stream? I fell asleep. That's a ringing endorsement, isn't it? It's a ringing endorsement. Yes, we'll complete the rest of this another time, getting the 3rd place with Enforcers. It is funny. I was actually, it looks very bright where you are. Yeah, it's just like, I'm going to need to think about putting something up. Did I actually bring, I'm not sure. I might have brought my green screen. Maybe that'll make everything green though. I need to like block the window out a bit because it's a little shiny. I changed the brightness up a bit this morning because the balance was all wrong. But it's, yeah, it's a bit annoying trying to do it because I'm kind of at the behest of the window. We have rare sunshine here in the UK. You'd already got your 200% first win bonus, so not much loss. Yeah, true. That's true, that's true. Best success with Blast Gang, per plant you get 40 points, per kill 10, MVP is 25. Got up to 850 points in one game. They take quite a long time though. How long does a Blast Gang game take? Like half an hour? Like, because last hero is only 10 minutes. I think, I mean, blast guns, yeah, I think blast guns like not bad because it does give you quite a lot of points. But I think, I feel like last hero is also pretty good. If you're good though, you have to be good. Maybe I'll turn the brightness down a bit. Maybe it was the gain actually. If I turn, let me just turn the gain down a bit. Turn the brightness back up a little. There we go. Yeah, it's like completely overpowering my my camera. There we go. It's because the sun's like right here now, this direction. So earlier on it was quite dark actually. I'm all about the checkpoint. I mean, I do like checkpoint too. It's good. The sun, I know. Vampiric. Right. For the last hour, let's go and just do some solo marathon. I did a little bit this morning. You have to do it. You have to basically play in a completely different way. Break up the windows like a true gamer. Yeah. That's what I want. That's what I want. Is a hit reg in arena actually better or is it placebo? I don't think the hit reg in arena is that bad, but that's probably because I'm not pro. Right. So, you know, I want to know if this is doable playing in here. But the problem is that unless you've got something... I tried running the pistol. It doesn't seem worth running the pistol. If you run the pistol, the bots just kill you. Like, it just doesn't do enough damage. So it's quite hard to outshoot the bots on your own. Like, I was killed... I did a couple of test runs solo. Just to see what it was like. And, yeah, it was right. But... let me just triple check that this is set right. Okay, yeah, it's good. Okay, so this is basically what I've been running. I should probably just sell one of these, I suppose. Because you can buy one of these over on ARs for 150, which is not a lot. And you can sell it for 60, I think. So I'll just do that, because otherwise I'll end up just not having enough space for stuff, because you don't have much room. I guess we should figure out what we should actually look for. Because in the upgrades, this one allows you to actually do the expansions. We need microprocessors. We need enhanced microprocessors, which look like... because some of them are different sizes. Okay, it's these ones. Okay, so this is the basic one. Because there's another one as well, which is this one, which is like the bigger one. Played a couple of games, feels the same. I didn't feel like it was that bad before, though, to be honest. I only get it... sometimes I get high ping on there, and it sucks when you get high ping. I feel like you end up on the wrong server or something. And then it feels really bad. But yeah, so I literally need to get like the easiest stuff out of this of all time, like Exfil shield charges and Exfil patch kits. So we'll just go and try and do this. But yeah, you have to be... if you're going to play actual solo, you turn the crew fill off. And then play like this. But it's good, and you have to just play so carefully. So carefully. That's why I've moved over to this guy. So this guy has like an invisibility thing, so you can actually just run away. I play on 120 to 150 usually. It's quite bad. Oh, yeah, I mean, it feels awful. Yeah, you can tell immediately when you're playing on high ping. It's horrible. It really is quite horrible. Yeah, I'm a bit concerned about some of the marathon stuff that we did yesterday, especially around things like spawns. Because the map actually isn't all that big. And we ran into some other players within like a minute. How'd you like marathon so far? It's okay. But I'm not sure if it does everything that I feel like it would need to become like big. Where are we at? Paula. Okay.
Reminder, by entering Tau Ceti's biosphere, you can set
This bit's quite cool up here, but there doesn't really seem to be much up here. Yeah, so there's like AI bot things over there. Reminds me of Psycho Frontier. Me too. It's... What's in here? What's this one? Questionable remedy. Now, I'm still figuring out whether the AI responds or how the AI responds to... Okay, we've got patch kit. Ow. See, these shield boys are usually bad news. See, you get suppressed by the shield boys. It's the annoying ghost one. Oh no, more of them. Where did that one go? Ow! The hell was that? Did I just get naded or something? I'm just going to E back over here for a second so I can actually get out of the way. Just enjoyed this sort of cycle more. Oh, I used the wrong one there. I find this quite annoying. What does swap do? I wish there was a better way to interact with the health system. I find the health system really annoying because it's like there's a delay when you hold down the key. And then you have to like select the kit and then press the button to use it. Quite annoying. I don't know. The problem that I'm finding with the game is that I feel like I enjoy it about as much as the Cycle Frontier, which was that, again, it was like it was quite a polished game in many ways, but I didn't really feel like the loot felt that satisfying or that there was really anything like specifically to do that I felt really good about. Which is kind of the issue. Oh, that's a scan from a enemy player. Don't know whether I'm actually visible here or not. I'm not sure if I got clipped by the scanner. I don't have weapons that I can really take on other people, though. All these looter shooters forget that the loot's the best part. It's like a lot of these items, right? A lot of the things that you've got, like this, for example. This is just money. This is just money. This is just money. That does something, at least. This is like a barter item. But a lot of the items are just cash. And it was like that in DMZ as well. And I feel like that's kind of short-sighted. Like, maybe they're trying to, you know... Maybe they'll add stuff for all these things later. Maybe. But it's just... Why have an item if there is no cash value for it? See, Tarkov, at least, Tarkov had a different way about this, right? Like, back in the day, nuts and bolts didn't actually have any use back in the day. They weren't even used for anything. So they were like, you know, you just didn't pick them up. They cost, you know, 100 rubles or something to therapists, and no one used them. So there were a couple of quests maybe that you needed them for, but no one even went to sell them. So that's another player scan over there. Right, I need to get across that way, so maybe we go... Maybe we go up into this part instead. I'm not sure where those guys would have come from, but...
Window closes in 20 minutes.
Oh, so it must be... Maybe it is 25 minutes. I guess it's sort of another thing. I'm just trying a game now. I tried like a couple of test games this morning, and you can get through and extract on your own, but obviously if you meet another team, you're basically dead. You're not really... Still trying to figure out which sounds are just environment. Yeah, if you meet another team, you're basically just dead. So best you could really do is like knock one out and then run. Similar to pistol runs, you're just trying to loot and scoot. Yeah, kind of. Kind of. At least until you have better gear. I mean, maybe once you have better gear, maybe it's doable. It's hard. This is the thing. It's hard to know right now. Like, I don't want to just write the game off, because if you went in to play Tarkov for 4 or 5 hours, and then you said, oh, you know, the scavs are too hard, and like it's too hard to make money, and the game's not interesting. Like, you could quite easily come to that conclusion. You know? Without giving it a chance. What's going on there? So there's these weird... Oh yeah, that's the shield thing. Okay, well, I definitely can't do that. Remember when Tarkov had a loading bar for healing? I feel like it'd be problematic running into full teams a lot more compared to Tarkov. Yeah, because there's high TTK. So it means that, like, shooting skill matters more than tactical positioning, I would say, which you might want to call ratting as well. But it's kind of they're two flip sides of the same thing, right? You know, if you're able to stalk someone and then wait until they're all lined up and out of cover, then you can get a 3-man kill quite easily. Whereas in this, you're going to start shooting. You might take one of them down to the knock state, and that's going to be it. You're going to have to reload, and then you're done for. Yeah, absolutely no reason to write it off, as many are doing. It's just a yellow flag, I think, where they're going. Yeah, this is the thing. I don't really like the push into 3-man squads, really. I'm not a big fan of it. I think it kind of limits the way the game works. DMZ's TTK was perfect for fighting groups, so it's disadvantage we could outplay them. I didn't play DMZ actually that much, but... What unholy wrath I'm going to invoke doing this. Yeah, that sounds like another team. No, can I get around this side? I think you can get through here. Maybe we'll go this way. I ran a few solos because I was bored. Didn't find myself struggling at all. More about bullying people and feeling invested. Oh, in DMZ. So I was like, oh, I didn't realize you had a key for this. Yeah, can you rate this on a scale of 1 to 10? I don't think a 1 to 10 on its own kind of tells the story, is the issue. I mean, if I was just going to, I don't know, if I was just going to give it a score, like right now, I'm going to run from these boys. I mean, it's going to have to be like a... I was gonna be lenient and give it a... Oh, data upper wall key. Annoying. Yeah, I was gonna give it a 6, but I think I have to give it a 5 just because of the design choices that I'm not particularly keen on, i.e. the trios push thing. And where else can we go? Can we go through here? The fact that trios is like pushed so strongly, which I just think is just a mistake. And the TTK just being too high, and the thing is, a lot of this comes from, you know, I'm biased because I like to play solo. So may catch flack for this, but I do like mag discipline to be a thing. It's only a thing in this game on the vault weapons. On the other weapons, it's not a not a consideration. Guarded exfil. Probably don't want to do that. Lots of shooting, I think. What's that one? Lost Traxxas contract. Yeah, you can find contracts out in the wild that you can then go and complete, which is kind of interesting. I wonder how straight up Halo extraction shooter would be received. It depends what they do, I think. Like, if you don't do anything interesting mechanically, then frankly people aren't really going to care, you know? I think that's kind of the issue we have here, is that it's just not necessarily that, you know. It's like, why are we doing what we're doing? The gameplay so far is alright. To be honest. Yeah, Tarkov is one of the few games of teaming up complicates things. I feel that's kind of what makes it as well. Because the problem with the squad thing, and especially with the always, you're always able to revive. The problem with that is that, we were talking about this earlier, and it basically means that you're always fighting a 3-man as a solo. And you can't get a pick and then run. You literally can't. There's no way, because you can get the person back up. Whenever. Oh. Hopefully that doesn't invoke the wrath of heaven. Ooh. A vintage long shot. Look at this. Nice. I feel like now we might actually have the ability to do something, but again, you can snipe someone out, but for what, you know? They can just be got straight back up by their team. Was that stupid scope? Yeah, some bonkers sniper rifle thing. What's it got on it? It's kind of hard to see what these things are. Okay, so need to get to South Relay still. That's where my actual exfil is. So let's just try and get there. I didn't complete my contract again, but at the minute I'm trying more to just like get in and out and not die, because it's so hard otherwise. Not big loot, so it's very shallow in that regard. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah. The MZ had like no loot mechanics at all, right? Really, you just converted stuff to cash when you exited and it turned it into XP. I kind of am going the wrong way. I guess we will go this way. Looks like it's bad texture on the scope. Yeah, they all look like that for some reason.
10 minutes remaining.
Even the little optics, even the red dots look like that. Yeah, with this game's art style, who knows? Oh, great. Well, that does make it a bit easier, at least. No, that's not the one I want to do. Ah. Oh no, it was the right one. Good. Come on. Okay, like that. Shield charge. Light rounds. What's in this guy? Frag grenade. Disaster kit, what's that thing? Another lost contract. Maybe I'll just use this. It's like a weird buff. Check in here. I think we're quite close. Yeah, we're quite close to the exit now. We've got 7 minutes. Okay. There's no scavving or anything like that. So I think this is where the tutorial is actually. I quite like these, the doorway sections. They're quite fun. Carbon wire. Do we need those? Probably. Okay. Alright, let's head on up. So little bag space. It's because I don't actually have a bag. So you can't buy a bag straight away. You can find them. You can buy them later. Once you've got some upgrades. You can't get them straight away. Am I going the right way? Kind of. Game feels a little bit sterilized, that makes sense. Kind of. I think that's sort of the way that the world works, but also... Yeah, I don't know really. Maybe. Hard to say at this point. It's sort of part of the art style and the way that they want it to be. It's a tricky one. Is that... Oh, God. What we could do... Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no, there's loads of them. Ah, crap. I have 30 seconds to get to it, but that's okay. I'll jump down. So I should be invis within the smoke. Because that's my dude's like special ability thing. Stops me from having to fight like 15 million bots. Correct me if I'm wrong, I can remember you can only have like 10 guns stocked up. At most. Like, at most. You can hardly store anything. It's really, really, really limited. You will see. How are you playing Marathon? Just in on the closed alpha. So, you see all of these things. These things just get auto-sold. And you make like 2k. And then you get... some of these things which are either barters or they're for upgrades. Yeah, because this is your vault. This is it. This is literally all the space you have to there. Mouth and first impressions. I'm not sure if there's enough of a USP to make it great. It feels like they have got the same problems that the cycle had. The game mode's very limited because it's all based around 3-man squads. The TTK is quite high, so the gear really matters. You can't just go in with something basic and expect to outplay people who have got like good gear, because you're just going to lose. Because there's a shield mechanic and a health mechanic, and then there's a res mechanic which is always active, so you can always resurrect your teammates even after they've been downed and then killed. It takes a bit longer, but you can always res people. So as a solo player or a duo player, you're always playing against like 3-mans every time you fight them, because anytime you lose a fight, they get resed back up. There's not really any concept of like risk reward for taking a fight per se, other than like if you lose it completely. So, you know, in Tarkov, right, if 2 3-man teams fight each other, it depends what you're doing, right? If you're just there for PvP, that's fine. But if you're both there for something, a lot of the time you may have an engagement, but you might not necessarily actually continue the fight all the way to the end. Like you might, but you might not, and it's up to you. Because if you lose 1 and they lose 2, it's kind of annoying, right? And then you're left with, you know, less ammo, less armor, whatever, and there's 2 players, and they're left with 1 person who's like scarpered away, or they're camping their friends' bodies or something. That like has an effect on the rest of the raid. You know, and it has an effect for you too. Whereas like in this game, if you get res back up, you can just get back to full health. You use these kits, and these kits are really cheap. So there's really no cost to these, which I don't think is necessarily bad. But the shield kit and the patch kit, they're just like, they're incredibly cheap. So so it doesn't really matter. What if the solution to team revives prevent the player from being revived until the killer is killed, or some time has passed, say 2 to 3 minutes? I don't even know. What's a USP? Oh, a unique selling point. Yeah. So like, why would you? So, and it's the question I keep asking, and I keep coming back to the interview that the people did with the, or not even interview, but you know when they were doing the launch teaser, and people were asking questions from chat, and they asked the devs, why should we loot in your game? Like, what's the reason we should loot in the game? And they basically just wheeled out the usual. Maybe they misunderstood. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they were just not thinking about it too much at the time. You know, they were on the spot, in fairness. But you know, they were just kind of like, well, you need to loot because then you can buy better stuff, and also you need to loot so you can get through these things, which is the factions, right? In the factions, you've got like an upgrade section here. So the more things you get, so you can gain 8 rows of vault capacity. So your stash size gets bigger, but you need 12 microprocessors. So you've got to find these things. So survival and looting matters because you need to upgrade this stuff so that you can have more stuff, so you can go back in to get more stuff. So you can complete the harder contracts, because the harder contracts you're not going to be able to do with the easy, like with the lower grade equipment or whatever. Right? And like sometimes you unlock, so there's a black market, which is, black market is basically the traders. Where is it? Faction, like loadout. So this is basically your traders. Like you can buy almost nothing at the beginning. There's like some basic stuff that you could get right at the start, and then after doing a few missions you can then start buying a few other things. This one requires aluminium rods and like putty explosives, so there is some barter element to this. But as you need to, so like a backpack, you can't even buy a backpack to start with. Plus 500 credits, but you need to complete this first. Anyway, so they were basically like, yeah, you need better stuff so you can go and complete the harder contracts. But it's like, I've said this quite a few times now, but why would you, what's the reason we want to progress and loot in this game as opposed to all the other games? Like, why would I play this game over Escape from Tarkov? Why would I play this game over Hunt Showdown, which is obviously a different game, but why would I play that over Grey Zone Warfare or over Marauders or whatever, any of the other games that are extraction based, right? Like, what makes this one special? Because they're quite an investment, right? It's not like, you know, you can just like dip in and out of extraction shooter. I don't think you really can. The cycle had a similar game loop, pretty much, and that is sort of what worries me. Strategy shooters designed around teams just can't work for so many reasons. Kills, solos, annoying to wait for mates, annoying with random loot goblins. I mean, the actual in and out of a raid is pretty quick, so you can buy, they've got the dark and darker thing in loadout. You can just buy like a kit. So this is like a basic kit. It's starter gun, the meds, and the shields thing, and bullets. You can just buy that for $300 and just press go, which is good. It's good that that's there. It's good that that exists. But I don't know. It's just yeah, this is the thing. Like, why should we extract in your game? I feel like there needs to be. It doesn't need to be like super structured. The whole game doesn't need to be like, oh, here's how we're going to do it. It's like super linear. We're going to go from this, and then you got to get to this, then you got to get to this. It doesn't need to be like that necessarily. But there needs to be some kind of like overarching feeling that you're working towards something, I think. And in Escape from Tarkov, the game is literally called Escape from Tarkov, and it lands you in Tarkov. So you don't really need much more of a rationale than that, because you know that you're a person who's in a city and you're trying to leave. Like, it's the name of the game. Whereas Marathon, I didn't know anything about Marathon before looking into this game. And I thought that it was just, you know, I didn't have any idea that the Marathon was a spaceship, for example. And I don't think, well, you probably would have actually with the trailer on this. But again, I feel like there almost needs to be some sort of tease of what's to come. Right now, right, without thinking about anything else, the game so far has told me I can buy stuff, go in, improve my levels with the factions so I can buy more stuff so that then I'm better geared when I go back in again. Like, that's okay. But that's kind of like, in my opinion, probably was fine, you know, when Tarkov was first released into beta like 7 years ago. That was okay then. But the extraction shooter premise is not enough as a full game loop. It's like, you got to have something else, or a twist, or some additional stuff. The cycle even had a unique feature of raids being fully open all the time. It also had a hideout, which this game doesn't either. Like, yeah, you can upgrade your runner. That's kind of the equivalent, I suppose. But a bullet's different. It's one single ammo. So this uses light rounds. This uses MIPS rounds. And then there's a heavy ammo as well. And I think that's it. Oh no, there's a Volt battery too. So I think so far I've seen 4 ammos. Light, heavy, Volt, and MIPS. That's all. And yeah, and there is only one type of bullet for each gun. So there's a lot of the things, I don't know. A lot of the game is more about like using, it's a lot about like using your skills mechanically as opposed to necessarily like thinking about the game. Like, a lot of Tarkov is like thinking. You know, like, we were playing on Lighthouse earlier, right? And I don't like Lighthouse as a map, but you know, I was listening to the sounds on the map thinking, okay, how are we going to get from where I need to be to where we need to go? You know, there's just like time to sit, time to chill. We did actually see a player, but then he disappeared. Like, you don't always have to engage. I think there's a lot of different pacing to Tarkov, whereas this game, it's paced like, a lot of people say it looks a lot like Apex, and it is in many ways. It's paced like Apex Legends in some ways. Like, you know, you see another team, and then you fight them. I guess you could run away, I suppose, but there's not really the element of, I don't know, there doesn't really seem to be an element of like, oh, we're going to like track this team. I guess you could do that, but again, you can't get the one-shot headshot or whatever, so you can't, like, you can get the jump on them, obviously, right? You can ambush them. I don't know, it's just really difficult. It's just not quite, it's not the same feeling. And that, you definitely can't do that as a solo, right? You can't just like, oh, I'm going to track this one team, and then there's going to be 2 guys there that are lined up. I'll take the back guy and the middle guy, and then I'll have a fight with the last guy when he doesn't know, you know, where I am, and we're throwing nades and whatever. It's more like, I'll shoot the back guy, and I have to shoot him again so that he goes down. Then he's crawling away to his mate. The third guy comes around and engages me with some like annoying shield ability or whatever, and then they can res the other guy because it's still 2v1, which makes it really, really tough. But I would love this game to be really good. I honestly would love this game to be really good. I really like the vibe of Marathon. Like, the more I look into the lore, the cooler it is. I love the sci-fi setting. I'm a big sci-fi fan, and I really like the background from what I've heard about the old games. Because I read about, I watched a few videos about the old games, and the background is like super cool. There's like aliens and stuff. But that doesn't seem to be in here right now. I mean, maybe their big plan is to surprise people, but I don't know. They need to. They did tease them in the trailer. There was, you know, some of the aliens in the trailer. But it's just a shame right now because we don't see any of that. It's not what people are seeing out online. I feel like they're fumbling it a bit because they could differentiate this through kind of, yeah, storytelling and whatever. It's just like, apparently you can get to the Marathon, but how exactly? Like, we've not even been told, you know, you barely know that it's in orbit. I think, yeah, there's just so much. There's just so much to it that I think is... It's still, I mean, it's alpha, so maybe they're going to change some of these things, but... I don't know. But apparently they have been listening to the people, right? Because they brought in Jesse and a bunch of people, right? Loads of Tarkov people have gone to Bungie HQ to play the game, play test it. Apparently they have actually been listening to people's feedback and stuff like that. But like, I think the issue is that when you start with something, you kind of like pigeonhole yourself into this particular style. It's very difficult to be like, oh, you've done a raid-based extraction shooter, you're now going to run into problems such as spawns, such as, you know, whatever else. It's like they can't just like change that now, right? I don't think. I wouldn't have thought so. So yeah, it just makes it a bit tricky. Right, I'm going to sell these grenades because they're really huge and I can already actually I can buy those back. I want to keep this gun in here if at all possible. So these vintage ones, every time you survive a raid with a vintage gun, it gets more expensive. So if you survive over and over again, you can make the price of this go up higher and higher, which is kind of cool. Oh, see, the sash is full now. I'll take the locked key container with me. What else we got? What's that? Signal jammer. I'm trying to figure out also what we actually need. So let's sell this. I'm interested about this. Hackware that temporarily scrambles how the runner appears to others. You don't seem to be able to hotkey any of this stuff, though. You just have to use it. It also doesn't tell you how long it's going to be active for, either. Like this one. So it's a short duration. Maximizes hardware stat. I think, yeah, I mean, again, that's probably just alpha stuff, right? Like it doesn't say exactly what you actually need to do. So a lot of what let me just read what you guys are saying first before I carry on. Hope the game is significantly fleshed out for release. I'm really interested to keep playing more. I feel like it's missing the hook. Yeah, where's the we need the hook. Where's the hook? Frustrating to see so many of these games do all of these mistakes for the 10th time. People call the extraction genre saturated, but it's saturated fairness. Yeah, it's not saturated with good games. Reminder, the stuff you have already in the game heavily limits what you can do. So even though the game is in alpha, Bungie can't really change the core fundamentals. Exactly, this is the problem. Marathon better than Psycho Frontier? I would say it's very similar. And less unique, actually, outside of the art style. Does feel a bit dangling character with the marathon raid level, and they might just keep doing that gimmick. To retain trust long enough not to toy with it. Yeah. I'm not into the lore, but the setting makes little sense. Basically, a cyborg misses battlefield transparency that's expected. What do you mean? Also, the higher tech, stronger than the sword compared to the shield. I mean, yeah, but the thing is, they have complete creative license to do whatever they want. In 2080, 2850 or whatever time it is. I don't think it matters. Aim assist on PC is unforgivable. It has bullet magnetism. Yeah, that is kind of stupid. I'm not sure whether it's good or not. I actually haven't even figured it out yet. Interesting synopsis. I guess the question is, what can be the appeal on top of what they already have? I think if they had it a bit more, yeah. This thing, I keep wanting to avoid saying the word structured because I don't think that that's necessarily what the game needs. It doesn't necessarily need to be like structured more, but I feel like there needs to be something teased about like what we're going to become when we do the things. So yeah, you can see the upgrades, I guess. So it's like heat capacity increased, you know, heat capacity increases your capability to perform heat. So heat producing actions such as sprinting. So that's basically increases your stamina bar. Now, I mean, let's just look through some of these things, right? Vault space, fine. Unlocks standard cores in the black market. So those are the things that are actually on your character. They upgrade your actual character. Loot speed increase. Bonus tactical energy. I'm not even sure what that is. Tactical energy on container loot plus 1%. Increases prime ability recharge. Oh, I guess it's I guess that's your tactical ability. Prime ability recharge plus 10%. The sponsored kit now gives you loadout with grenades. Unlocks a frag grenade to buy. Yeah, standard grenade offerings is a bit more heat capacity. Your heat recovers a bit more quickly. Hardware reduces duration of negative status effects. Buy gadgets, revive speed increase. Like, yeah, okay. More agility and stuff, fine. And then these guys are like revive speed increase. You can buy medical stuff, buy some backpacks. Although, to be honest, this is what I want. I probably want some more plastic filaments so I can actually buy backpacks, because it's going to be really annoying if I can't buy any backpacks. So I should look for plastic filament. Traxxas has got ping duration increase. Something to do with finishing off other PMCs. Enhanced shields that you can buy. It's like, I don't know. I just don't feel like I don't feel like any of this stuff. It doesn't feel that impactful. Maybe it is, but it's just it doesn't sound like it. You know, the cores that you can add to your character. Like, what have I got on here at the minute? I didn't have any space, so I just put this on. Tactical ability recovery +5. Okay. 1 extra shield slot. That's kind of useful. Ping duration +30. Kind of cool. But it's like, is any of it that impactful? Move and ready weapons more quickly for a short time after using a shield charge. So that's a specific thing for one of the runners. Let's do one more. But I don't know. Like, I'm not sure if it even. Also, this is automatically on every time. It's really annoying. I'm just like, man, like, is that exciting enough? Like, oh, I've got some more space. I've got more stamina. It'd be like the big upgrades from the traders being like, you know, oh, you can have endurance level 10 now rather than level 5. Yeah, I thought the appeal of the grind would be development of your character in terms of additional modules. Kind of, yeah. So you get those cores and those modules to upgrade your character. You lose those when you die, though. So the ability to purchase those is the upgrade. But there's not really any. There's not really any kind of. How would I put it? There doesn't feel enough emphasis on that. If they want the game to be, here's the really cool art style. The rest of it's, you know, cookie cutter extraction shooter. But what's going to really matter is your build crafting. Then they should have like a level 0 set of cores that you can buy right away. So you can start like playing with loadouts and stuff. Because right now I just feel like you're picking your hero. Like, it's a hero shooter at the moment. Like, I know people have, like, creators who played for 40, 50 hours have said, oh yeah, you can end up playing the same character, like, in different ways, the same runner in different ways, once you've got some of these things unlocked and once you've got a stockpile of different cores and whatnot. But I feel like they should sort of start showing you that straight away. Like, right now it doesn't feel impactful at all. Are these permanent upgrades? Some of them. So some of them are, so they're all permanent. Some of them are permanent ability to purchase items in the black market which you couldn't purchase before. So some of them would be like, now you can buy a ULAG helmet, right? That would be like the Tarkov equivalent. You can now buy a ULAG. No, this is a bit of an annoying spawn point.
Environmental data review in progress. Searching for surviving colonists. Statistical chance negligible.
It's like leveling some of the very bad Tarkov skills, sort of. Yeah, it just doesn't necessarily feel that. That's the thing, it just doesn't necessarily feel that impactful to me, doing any of the things that we were asked to do. And it might well be. Probably scared of final players dominating low-level players if the upgrades are impactful. But it doesn't necessarily, I don't know. It doesn't necessarily even need to be like... I'm not sure. I'm not sure. They need to tease it sooner, though, to start with. So that earlier on, they need to be like, here's how you do your build crafting, and this is why it makes it interesting, and allow you to spec into some different stuff with some like really cheap cores just right from the outset, I would say, if they really want to lean into that. But this is the thing. I actually don't even know whether they want to lean into that or not. I can't tell. I can't tell from the way the game is structured. Oh, great. What did I need again? I wonder if there's a way to see... I can't remember what it was that I needed. I should have remembered. Yeah, I've got the same question in a few places here. What are your thoughts on the anti-solo bias and how has your solo experience been? It's basically impossible to kill a squad of people, as you might imagine, right? Like, if you're against a squad of people of the same skill level as you, you are going to lose. But I feel like that's fairly obvious. The last time I did this, I got kind of nuked by a load of bots. Because even the AI, because the AI is like really, really spongy. I don't know how PvP is going to feel when you get like better stuff. I don't think I can shoot through this because this is a special... I'm still trying to understand the stealth as well. See, I'm not a huge fan of the mega sponginess of TTK in general. Oh. Oh, crap. I messed that one up. Yeah, there is aim assist on mouse and keyboard. It's a bit weird. You need plastic filaments. Good. I wonder which type it was as well. I'm not sure, because I think you need different... I think you need different grades for different things. I'm about to get choke slammed by a load of bots. So that's players there. Okay. Interesting.
Recall window will remain stable for 20 minutes.
So I'm trying to play it a bit more stealth, but I feel sometimes it's really hard. Ow. Ow. Oh no, there was a player in the corner. I literally didn't even see him. Oh, they're in a vent. Oh, I didn't know you could go in there. Plastic filament, green background. I'm just tired of these squad FPS, Apex Legends, kind of games. Squads require coordinating schedules with friends, different FPS skills. Yes, I agree. I agree with you. I 100% agree with you. It's one of the things that really turned me off Delta Force as well. So this is the good part. You can just buy this and then play, which is pretty good. Well, I don't think I have time for another one, but man. I feel like designing a map and had entity brushes with placeholder repeat across them. I thought, what if let's go actually look like this? Now it's supposed to be, because it's supposed to be like a 3D printed colony. That's kind of the deal. It's supposed to be a colony where everything's been 3D printed, which is why it kind of looks like that. Which I think is fine. I mean, I really don't care about the art style. I think the art style is fine. I'm not worried about it at all. I'm not bothered by it. It doesn't matter to me. I actually quite like it, but it doesn't matter ultimately, right? If the game is good, then it won't matter. But I just, yeah, I don't know. We've said, but I think it's a bit tricky. Got my polymer filaments on negative Steam reviews incoming. Where they're called UESC. It was actually part of the original like 1995 marathon. So UESC predates USEC. It's just an unfortunate name, given that they're gone for a extraction shooter. Loot containers in hauler. Yeah, I don't know. It's just it's so difficult for solos. Maybe there's a way. Maybe if you're super pro, because apparently they've reduced the TTK already quite a few times. I was listening to Jesse talking about it earlier, and he was saying apparently they've reduced the TTK quite a bit for PvP. I think the PvE TTK is like maybe problematic, but maybe you just need better stuff, right? Because like as soon as I had this gun, I could just headshot all of the AI. That made it like a million times easier. It feels like I'm playing against, Rishala's guards with like an MP5. They've got like too much health, and there's just one of me. That sort of feels like the issue. Being this simple, I'd want at least 6 maps on launch. Yeah, because it seems to be... How many did they say? I can't even remember now. At the moment, I can play 2 of them. I can play Perimeter, which is like the geological one. Dire Marsh, which is the agricultural one. I think there was 4. Then there's the marathon ship itself, apparently, and then another one, which you've not seen. Or at least I think we've seen videos, but I don't know whether you can play it yet. I'm not sure. I don't really know. I don't know. But I just think, I really think, I don't see why they wouldn't add a solo queue to this game. I feel like a solo queue would be so, like, what's the problem? What actually is the issue? What's the big deal with adding a solo queue? Because if you're not going to change, well, if you're not going to change the TTK, like you're not going to get solos playing in the trios group anyway, because everyone's going to realize quite quickly that it's impossible. Or it's like incredibly improbable. You have to be a god gamer if you're going to do it, right? Because of all the revive mechanics and stuff. So same as with Delta Force, same as with ABI. If you can see your teammates through walls, if you can't shoot your teammates, there's no friendly fire, and you can resurrect your teammates, it's like a melting pot for just crucifying solos. Any idea how much Bungie's paying streamers to play this game? I've got absolutely no idea. I've got no clue. I've got no clue. I don't know whether they're paying people to stream. I don't know whether they're just paid people to go to the place. I don't know whether they are paying for videos. I've got no clue. I'm not under any contract, so I've no idea. I just got into the alpha. I've got no idea. Sure, there's more solo players than people playing squads and trios. I would think so. I don't really know. It'd be interesting to know on Tarkov how many people play solo versus duos versus trios. I don't know. I genuinely have no idea. Anyway, it is time to go. The thing is, I really want to give this game a chance. So I hope that it will become good. And I'm just a bit like, I just don't know what will make it like super compelling. I think they could do something. I do think they could do something already in this game mode that would make things better. I think if they leaned into the build crafting, I feel like if they gave you a few more options to start with, you could start doing some interesting stuff here right at the beginning and be like making interesting decisions. I feel like I'm not, okay, I think this is more fundamental. I feel like I'm not making any interesting decisions here. I'm just going like, what do I have accessible to me? Oh, I can either buy the Cyber Acme sponsored kit with the overrun AR in it, or I can buy the overrun AR on its own. And then I can buy this thing that gives my ping duration an extra 20 seconds. That's basically it. And like, yeah, I've got a few other things, but as I said, it's like defeating your enemies grants you a stacking bonus to your agility. I feel like there just needs to be even free stuff. Maybe it's not even cores. Maybe it's just like there's a 0th level that you like spec into for something. Make you feel like you actually, you know, got some kind of agency over your character. Because if you're going to say it's not a hero shooter and it's more class-based, it's just it happens to have some characters in it or whatever, giving me absolutely no agency at the beginning of the game over like how my character performs does not feel like the way to go about it. Probably player-based split will be worse than losing players. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, Nikita said 70% of PvE players were solos. That's true, actually. That's why they brought in that on your own PC mode thing. Like local host. Thanks for poking and prodding. I'm going to make something about it. I feel quite... I feel more invested in like thinking about what the problem is than I do necessarily about like actually playing. But I feel it's just... I hate to see these wasted opportunities. Do you know what I mean? That's the thing that frustrates me the most. Like, if I just wasn't bothered, then I just wouldn't care. And that would be it. I just, you know, whatever. But I do care. And I don't like to see it just, you know, these efforts going to waste, right? Because it's like a ton of people have spent a ton of time making this thing. And it feels like the more important part about this is forgotten. Like, you can make a beautiful game with no bugs and all of this kind of stuff, but if you don't have the core gameplay loop, not even just set, right? If you don't have the core gameplay loop being like exciting and like really drawing people in, you just can't get away with the old extraction shooter tropes these days. I just don't think you can, unless they've got something, you know, really cool cooking up, and we're missing it. I hope. I really hope so. I really hope so. But they need to do something else. I think they need to do something else. I like it because Sheep is similarly energized instead of knocking it for the sake of it. Yeah, exactly. And the extraction part seems fleshed out compared to visuals and gameplay. Look, the visuals and gameplay is like really nice, right? In some ways, the solo thing I really am not. I'm not happy about, but yeah, just like the way the progression works is like I don't feel the drive to like what, you know. In Tarkov as well, it's like, you know, upgrading the hideout, and like, yeah, the traders obviously unlock better stuff, but it's like upgrading the hideout, you can see your actual home getting better. I don't know. Yeah, the game's too finished for it. Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. Oh well. Anyway, we're gonna go raid Deadly Slob. He's playing right now as well, so go and hear his thoughts too. I will catch you tomorrow. We're gonna probably do a big rundown of Marathon tomorrow on ScavTalk, so we'll do that live tomorrow afternoon, 1 o'clock my time, which is 8 AM Eastern, and then we'll be publishing it on Monday. So have a good weekend if I don't see you then, and I will catch you all next time. Bye, friends.